It's me, Margaret. Okay, we're on the patio of the Virtual World Mooc Headquarters building. We've looked at the calendar just outside of the building, and I want to show you what's on the patio and what you can click on the inside. You already have a landmark, but if you didn't have a landmark, you could right-click this and click Buy, and you could buy the landmark from this little box for 0 lindens. And if you did that, then that would put, first it would tell you that you bought it for 0 lindens, but then it would also put in your inventory a folder called Landmark for Virtual World Mooc 20, and there's the headquarters landmark. And when you ever get a landmark like that out of something you buy or somebody else's information box, it's always a good idea to just move that landmark into your landmark subdirectory just by clicking it with the left mouse, holding it and dragging it and dropping it into the landmark. So that's one thing. If you haven't joined the Virtual World Mooc group as yet, you click on this and it will tell you to do Control H, and you hold that down, and then you click on this Virtual World Mooc. You'll get to the description of the group. Let me see if I have my groups here. Yep. You'll get to the description of the group, and it will show you the page, and it'll say join. And once you join, you'll find this in your list of groups, and you'll be able to take a look at the information about it. You'll be able to check on the previous notices that have gone out, and you will also get those notices. And then you'll see here you can join 41 more groups. And that's a really good thing. If you want to raise your limits, you can click that and ask to raise your limits, and they'll let you know. There's lots of groups, and you get information about them. So if you find a place that you've gone to for the MOOC and you really like it, and you want to know what they do and when they do stuff, you click on their group and join the group, and you'll get a notice in your chat. So now we are inside of the MOOC headquarters. This is a mailbox that you can drop a note card in. What you do is you click on inventory, and then you click on this little guy at the bottom, and you click on note card, and the note card comes up. You can give it a new name over here by right-clicking and left-clicking on rename and say what you want to say. Message to VWMOOC. Well, if I spelled it correctly, that would be better. And then you can write a note and save it. And when you're finished, you can go back to the note cards and pull that guy and just stick it inside. Just drag and drop it there. And the people, me mainly, when I come into the Virtual World Mooc building, I will see that somebody left me a note. So that's one way to get in touch with the organizers. When you go down here, there's lots of things you can do to get information. One of the things you can do is click on this, and you get a piece of chocolate. And then what you do is you say keep, and you go to your inventory, and you click on recent and objects, and just say where. And the next thing you know, your avatar, whoops, will be eating the chocolate. You have to give her back her shirt too. So I think I should have said add. That would have been better. Let's go see what she's missing. She's missing her jacket? I don't think she had a jacket. Aha. She's missing her Trixie top. That's what she's missing. So we're going to add that. Click add. When you click add, it doesn't, and we're going to take off, we'll say detach. We'll take off the jacket. When you say add, it doesn't disturb anything else that's going on. So let's go in here. She's finished her chocolate. Okay. If you want to get the latest on the Virtual MOOC, you click this, and up comes this little dialog box over here to the right. This is always where the dialog boxes are available. You click keep, and here's a long note card that gives you all the information about the series and about the course and all the links again if you need them. and you can close that up. And again, in your inventory, if you go to recent, it puts in another new note card that tells you about the complete information of the Virtual MOOC course. You can click here on the YouTube channel, and that will give you the link that goes immediately to the Virtual World playlist on YouTube. And if you click, it'll take you right there, and you can bookmark that. If you click on the Moodle board, it will give you the link to the Moodle course. And if you click on Go to Page, it will take you right to that. And that's something else that you can bookmark if you're interested. And here you can click, and it will take you to the Virtual World Mooc Facebook page, which I think that I don't know if that's going to work. It looks like the old page, but it could be the new one. Let's check. Yay, it's the new one. So that's how you get there, and then you can click to join the group. So the thing that you want to do when you're in places like this is always to click everything. You can't break anything, and you can get sometimes some good information. I've already told you how to sit down, so I'm not going to do that. This is a PowerPoint that I put together that showed who all the people were at that point who were going to be making presentations. And this is mine for tomorrow. Ultimately, by this weekend, you'll start seeing little wall boards that are here on these walls, and each one will represent a single event. Inside of the wall board will be all the information you need to get to that event, and also the biography of the person and descriptions. And if there's a PowerPoint that we can get to, that'll be there as well. These are the records of the previous courses. These are all the links to the playlists from 2014 to 2019, and you just click on the box, and it will say, giving you links to playlists and presentations. And this is kind of a pretty nifty thing. You not only get that, but you get the launch script as well, and then you go ahead to your thing again, and it will give you more information, I think. Let me look and see. I think it might be up here. Yep. So you have to click keep, and then you click keep, and then it will show up for you. And this is all of the YouTubes that were made for the playlist of all the presentations from the 2016 version of the course. So this way you can get all this information plus all the links to YouTube. And you just make sure you say yes to each one of these things that comes up. And you can also go out. So if it doesn't show up in your inventory, always look up to that right-hand side of your Second Life screen. See, there's all the things from 2016. And you can pick that up and have them go into your inventory. And that way you get a totally different set of resources that gives you the rest of the courses that existed before. Now I'm going to take you upstairs. It's a little bit of a mess upstairs, but this will get kind of cleaned up before the weekend or on the weekend. This one is kind of the archives room, and what I did was I moved all the wall boards from last year up here, and I'll be organizing them, but this gives you an idea of what they'll look like. So for instance, this is the Rethinking Content Creation in Virtual Environments presentation from 2019, and if you click this, it gives you a folder that has all the information on that particular event from last year. So you see this here? That's the folder, 2019 Rethinking Content Creation, and it had all of the things that you needed to see last year. There's no display land this year, but this is the same building that we're in. The biography of the two presenters, and then information about the event, as well as the YouTube video. Eventually, these will all be on the wall, and something similar like this is going to be downstairs on the wall with everything that we're doing in 2020. So this is a really good place to come into and check around and see what the information is. One of the other things I'm going to be putting up this weekend is a teleport board, just like the one that you saw in Helping Haven, and that will show you a number of really good places to go and check out around Second Life. So I'm going to stop right here. The next video is just going to be a quick tour, how to get from here to the dance floor and how to get from here to the Chilbo Public Library, which has some materials that will be useful to you tomorrow. So see you in the next one.